This is the brainstem. The brainstem takes messages to and from the peripheral nervous system. For this analogy, I chose a mailman because a mailman takes mail to and from people. The orange piece on the top acts as a thalamus. The thalamus is a relay station to incoming sensory messages. For this, I chose the Grand Central Station as an analogy because everything comes to the Grand Central Station. The hippocampus is a small, dark blue piece, and it regulates the hunger, thirst, motivation, emotion, sex, and aggression. For this, I chose the ID as an analogy. The orange log piece is the medulla oblongata. This controls our automatic functions and reflexes such as heart rate and breathing. And for the analogy, I chose a breathing machine because it regulates oxygen going into someone's body. And the dark blue log is the RAS, and it serves to alert the rest of the brain for incoming signals. And for this analogy, I chose a watchdog because it warns people when something isn't right. Are involved in sleep and arousal, and for this, I chose the medicine melatonin because it's natural and it makes you want to sleep. The dark blue piece on the side is known as the cerebellum. The cerebellum is also known as a little brain. It controls coordinated movements, balance, posture, and equilibrium. For this analogy, I chose a tightrope pole because it helps you balance when you're walking across a tightrope. The yellow piece is known as a hippocampus. The hippocampus is associated with memory. For this analogy, I chose an SD card or iCloud on an iPhone because it holds all your memory in your technological devices. The small pink piece is the amygdala. The amygdala is involved in emotional responses, especially fear, rage, and aggression. For this analogy, I chose to say that amygdala has anger issues because amygdala sounds like a name. The small blue piece is known as the pituitary gland. This regulates all other endocrine glands. For this analogy, I chose a leader because it leads all the other glands. The white piece on top is known as a corpus callosum. This allows the two hemispheres of the brain to communicate with one another. For this analogy, I chose a cell phone because it helps people communicate with each other. The light blue piece is on both sides of the brain. It's known as the cerebrum. This is a human part of the brain, as it is the only thing that separates us from other species. For this, I chose a tablecloth because it covers the entire brain, and a tablecloth covers an entire table.